Hello, my name is Lewis and welcome to Gathering the Magic. In today's video we're looking at the top 10 double masters cards for Commander. As per normal, this is fully made up of the opinions of the people of Facebook and Reddit, opposed to my awful opinions. Don't forget to like this video and make sure you're subscribed to the channel for all things MTG related. Only a few more weeks and you know we'll be opening up that Zendikar Rising goodness right here on the channel. Now let's get right into the list. Coming in at number 10 we have Mazarek, Cruel Death Priest. Now this Golgari Insect Shaman is a cool card, but not one I expected to be breaking into the top 10. If you're running Mazarek, there's only one route you're going, and that's Sacrifice. Fill your deck with cards like Awakening Zone and From Beyond, start creating those creatures, and have those instant sack outlets to use Mazarek's ability and start beefing up all creatures on your side of the board. It also says whenever a player sacrifices a creature, so not just you, but if your opponents are sacrificing creatures, you will then be gaining from it. So you better start getting excited when you see your opponents whack out that Sakura Tribe Elder. If you're running Mazarek as your commander, then adding in the Ozolith from Ikoria is absolutely essential. So if those creatures with counters on that you've beefed up die, you'll at least get those counters back to redistribute elsewhere. In as the 9th best Double Masters commander we have Sharum the Hedgemon, another legendary I didn't expect to get on this list, but clearly a popular choice. One of the endless artifact commanders in this new set, and I would definitely go the Blink route on this one. Play those cards that will get Sharum constantly on and off the battlefield, so that ability will trigger. Play cards like Thassa Deep Dwelling and Wispweaver Angel, blink Sharum back into the battlefield and hopefully get back those artifacts like Conjurer's Closet and Bolas's Citadel that may have been destroyed by your opponents. Again, really flesh out your deck with cards like Momentary Blink and Deadeye Navigator. Make the most of the blinking strat and soon you'll be absolutely unstoppable. If you haven't already, make sure you smash that like button and do subscribe below. Help my channel towards 200 subs, and thank you to those of you who have signed up with Card Market using code gathering-the-magic. Little things like that really do help my channel out a lot. For the 8th best Double Masters commander we have Reese the Redeemed. Reese is a commander I personally would love to make a deck around one day, as I love the options you have with his abilities. Straight away I'd throw in those cards like Anointed Procession and Parallel Lives. Why create one Elf Warrior token when I could create two? Of course, add in those commander staples like Doubling Season and Second Harvest and you'll overwhelm your opponents before you know it. Speaking of overwhelm, make sure you've got an overwhelming Stampede and those tokens will be trampling all over your opponent's face for the victory. I know that's from the 90s, but that still feels a bit too soon. I don't forgive you, Scar. In as the 7th best Double Masters commander we have Riku of Two Reflections, and boy is this a good card. Having played against it and been battered by it myself in the last week, I can already appreciate just how good Riku is. I'd go CNS for this deck, Clone and Spell Sling. Fill your deck with cards like Dax Duplicate and Stunt Double, copy any creature on the battlefield and really sack up your side of the battlefield. Seriously, when I played against Riku last week, in a few turns my friend had 5 or 6 Elder Gargoths that he's copied and he didn't even have a Gargi in his deck. Seriously frightening stuff. Grab those cards like Rite of Replication and Altered Ego and you're going to be in an incredibly strong position. Like I said, take advantage of Riku's first ability, get those cards like Manamorphose and Migration Path, pay blue-red and copy the spell, get even more mana for your pockets. You better believe I'm already scared to play Riku again. Just missing out on the top half, the 6th best Double Masters commander is Joyra, Weatherlight Captain. Another cool card and another legendary creature I'd love to build a deck around one day. Now whenever I see Joyra, I just want to pair her with Niv Mizzet. Play a historic card, draw a card, Niv deals 1 damage, rinse, repeat. Maybe slot in a Locust God for even more draw damage tomfoolery. But for more serious strategies, fill in those artifact staples like Foundry Inspector and Ethereum Sculptor, really cheapen the cost of future artifacts hitting the battlefield and make the most of that extra mana. I'd love to use cards like Basilisk Collar and Shadow Spear, get those lifelink options and eventually whack out the dreaded Aether Flux Reservoir. Pay that 50 life and eliminate your opponent in one fell swoop. I really want to do this one day. Coming in as the 5th best commander from Double Masters we have Atraxa, Praetor's Voice. Probably one of the biggest shocks for me, as I thought Atraxa would be in the top 2 or 3 for sure, because, well, have you seen Atraxa? And you can see why Atraxa is one of the most popular commanders in the whole format, because of how versatile it is. You could use the Proliferate ability to go +1/+1, -1/-1, Infect, Energy, The list just goes on and on. For me though, I'd fill my attractor deck with planeswalkers and proliferate those loyalty counters. Get in those powerful walkers like Narset Transcendent and Tamiyo Field Researcher and tick up those counters at double speed. Why not really frustrate your opponents and play Teferi Master of Time? Before you know it, Teferi will be at that -10 ability and you'll have 2 extra turns. And that is 2 extra turns of using Atraxas proliferating too. Also, Deep Glow Skate is an absolute must with Atraxa. Get doubling on all those counters straight away. Nice. Just missing out on the podium places at number 4 we have the Scarab God, and this is the last time I'll say it, but I would love to have a Scarab God deck. Such a good card. With all those abilities, you really want to be going Zombie Tribal or Zombie Token, or both. Quickly get out zombies like Diagraph Colossus and Grave Titan and use their abilities to make more zombies, and soon your opponents will feel like they're on The Walking Dead. You can really push with TSG as your commander, as if he dies, he'll soon enough return to your hand and you won't even have to worry about the increasing command attacks. Get in those zombie staples like Endless Ranks of the Dead and Army of the Damned, and you'll be dealing so much damage on your upkeep thanks to TSG, and scrying a crazy amount of cards, helping you get that winning edge over your opponents. And I'll bring back my beautifully photoshopped Card of the Deck award and give that to Rooftop Storm, and get those zombies out for next to nothing. Coming in as the 3rd best Double Masters commander, we have Godo, Bandit Warlord. Time to stack that deck full of super powerful enchantments, get them on Godo and pummel your opponents into the ground. Quickly get out Godo and fetch straight out that trusty Hammer of Nazahan. Then all those future equipments you get out, like those Swords of cards, will go straight onto Godo. As is the norm with mono red, Godo really pushes you to be the attacking force in the match. Get in those enchantments like Fiery Emancipation and Gratuitous Violence and really double or triple the damage that Godo is about to do. This is a commander who, if you don't deal with quickly, you could be out of the game before you know it. Runner up and the 2nd best commander from Double Masters, we have Breya, Ethereum Sculptor. And you bet it's another legendary artifact creature. Find ways to create those artifacts, sacrifice them and use one of the many options at Breya's disposal to get that win. Whack out Thopter Spy Network and Mirrodin Besieged and get out an abundance of artifacts to sacrifice to Breya. Again, get out those cards like Psy, Master Thopterist and Tezzeret, Artifice Master, and create even more Thopters. Once again with Breya, you can also go the Blink method. Keep bringing that onto the battlefield and get that artifact value engine going. A really powerful commander, and I take back what I said, I would love to have her as my commander. Coming in as the best commander from Double Masters, we have Kalia of the Vast. And wowee, did Kalia win by a long way. This human cleric is an absolute beast. Fill up those decks with really powerful angel, demons or dragons, and when Kalia attacks, you could be getting cards like Aurelia, the War Leader, and Lord of the Void. Not only are you doing commander damage with Kalia, but could you imagine pulling off that ability and basically cheating out cards like Razaketh the Foul-Blooded or Balefire Dragon? Absolutely huge, and you would win the game in no time at all. Whack on those EDH staples like Swiftfoot Boots and Lightning Greaves and protect Kalia to the max. What a commander, and as I said, I can see why this was the far and out favourite. There we have it, that's the list. Any commanders you think should have been on this list? Let me know in the comments below. Please do like this video and why not subscribe for more MTG lists, pack openings and more. Check out our socials below for all those prickly marmoset memes, but for now I'm all tapped out, so I'll see you in the next video.